Stupid capture device being all not very accurate. Okay, so I suppose this is part 2. Hopefully there will be a bit more going on. I did get a decent chunk of what the difficulty of this would be out of the way, which is good. Why can't I go straight backwards? You're supposed to hop backwards, is it because, like... Okay, there we go. I don't know what I was doing wrong in the first area. Anyway, they take forever to actually walk out of their house, but they're technically awake at 8. Okay, that doesn't make any sense to you guys, but my stupid capture device doesn't like waking up. Okay, do I talk to them in here, or what? I don't remember. This part always confused me a little bit. Yep, just barge on into people's rooms because they're mysteriously not there. I don't know why exactly. I would say they just teleport to the barn when it's daytime, except I know that's not how this game works. Yeah, that always sort of threw me off. Okay, so yeah, they do just teleport, oh well. Yeah, so I guess she doesn't go if you don't save Romani. I'm not exactly sure, but doesn't hurt to do it to be safe and ethical, I guess, because it's not like it's very nice to just let a little girl get abducted by aliens every single cycle you don't feel like doing it in, although really if we accept the last one as canon, it doesn't matter what happens in the first, all up to the penultimate cycle, I guess. Anyway, now I don't know why I'm doing that. I just realized, in my first run, I stayed in the graveyard, just played the song a double time over and over and over and over and over. Yeah, what a useful orb. But yeah, I'm actually going to have to move, which is actually a funny prospect on the basis that I do that at night, and I need to be here at the crack of evening in order to do this quest, so yeah, this could have probably been better planned out, but sue me. Anyway, I am like 90% sure that it doesn't leave at 6, but starts being there at 6, and you have like a brief window of time to ride along, but I think I've made it pretty obvious that I do not have any complete understanding of the workings of this game, just enough to get along, and that's enough to get along if you ask me. I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but I really don't think I am. Despite that wonderful first bit of this cycle, I am pretty much good to go. It's sort of hard to talk to her there. You need to Z-target her. Yes, I would like a ride. Don't think this is affected by the Song of Thingies. But, no real reason to turn it on since this cycle is gonna be sort of dollish. Actually, there's a lot of backstory here, so I'll be quiet so you can concentrate if you want to read it. It is sort of fast. I thought you were freaking aliens. You think? I don't know. Termina, despite its technological advance. Yeah, this is actually important to that quest. Shows that she is friends with Anju, which, if you do not do anything, Anju and her family go here instead of waiting for Cafe. I still like Kafei better, but that's because I'm a dumb Americaner. Anyway, halfway into this part, and I'm about to get to the content. Wonderful, wonderful. What? The road. Boy, get your bow ready. Okay. This is sort of easy-ish, but it's still intimidating. It's easier with the sound on, which, if I have not made it clear, I don't bother listening to listened sounds on my practice runs, so at least you can have semi-blind of my impression of how the music is, because I like music. First Milk Road is a buckle boulder, and now we have to take this detour through Luigi Circuit. Are you ready, boy? I'm gonna try to get through here as fast as I can. If any pursuers come from behind, chase them off with your arrows. They may be after my cargo of milk bottles. Yes, a wonderful commodity. Yeah, I don't know, this little area is sort of like begging to be Apocalypse. Anyway, oh no, Garrows. You can shoot them as much as you want, but I think it only does anything when they're charging. Not exactly sure. Not a big deal. I thought this was hard when I was a kid, and I actually... Wow. Only had one milk bottle remaining, but that's fine. And what the heck? Okay, maybe I should be shooting them all the time because they're getting way too close. And you can actually break milk bottles with the arrows if you're dumb like I was when I was a kid. At least I think you can. Don't take my word for that, but it seems like something that happens. Anyway, this part is pretty easy since you have infinite arrows. It would still be easy if you didn't have infinite arrows, but I like shooting them over and over because they're evil Garrows and not just Luigi, right? It's not as if this is their land and there are two of them and they are obviously Luigi's, because there is no one else in this game who has any desire for milk. But of course, the law enforcement isn't exactly that great. They're more preoccupied with wanting to evacuate, while the Carpenter Gorons say, no, evacuation is for gays. But we'll be getting to that later, I guess. There's really no reason to go see that cutscene, but it's sort of interesting, so maybe to spice up this part, I'll go look at it or something, since I talked about it. Mr. Barton was right. I don't know who Mr. Barton is. I guess he's the manager of the milk bar. What's the milk bar, you ask? It's a thing you wear a cow to get into. By doing one good deed, a child becomes an adult. Yeah, I guess saving Hyrule wasn't a very good deed, although I guess this takes place in between getting the spiritual stones and... or maybe it just takes place after he talks to Zelda for the first time, but that would still be after getting the first spirit. I don't know, it doesn't matter. That method is only going to improve a membership. Okay, now I'm an adult. Even though I've technically already taken the body of one adult and I can transform it to any time, so it was a nice gesture, and technically the adult part isn't quite as important as the member of the milk bar part. And anyway, I actually should be getting along here. Taking the longest possible route is a good plan, right? I really like just rolling around Termina Field and breaking through these grasses and stuff like that. It's even more fun when you have infinite magic, but there's no reason to waste money on that right now. Anyway, I might as well try out this exploit to make this a little more fun, and so I don't run out of time or anything like that. I don't think you really can. Okay, yeah, it's already 10. I'm nervous. No reason to be, but I also have nothing that is dependent on time besides time itself anymore, so I'm pretty cool with screwing it up a little bit, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh no, I'm cursed. This is probably way too complicated for me to do right, but... well, not complicated, but difficult timing-ish. Okay, first I need to get rid of this guy. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, I guess it is. I'll take it. Anyway. Whoops. Okay, I did not ask to draw my sword, but let's pretend I did. Anyway, yeah, you have to be at the peak of your jump and then, I guess, unravel your jump. It's too complicated. All the songs that are 3 notes in this game are too similar. This and the Song of Healing are both going down. I guess that makes sense, right? Word? Horse. Horse. I heard a horse. Word horse. I don't like horrors. You're the worst horse, Epona. what I always say. Probably spawned on the wrong side of that gate or some crap like that. That's great, right? Okay, somehow I lucked out. I thought I was gonna have to completely redo it after that last bit. Oh, what a riveting segment.